Hello, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a second series episode bouncing off of spirituality versus religion, some stuff that I left out, and I was rewatching the video, and some things that I left out. Like, it makes sense that we're told not to pray to Mother Mary because she's a woman. Back then, think about it, like after ancient Egyptian culture and the Roman culture as well, like after that was like done with and over with, women like lost their value according to society, okay? Men did not want women to be in power. There was even times when women weren't allowed to speak in certain situations. When men were speaking, women weren't allowed to weigh in on things publicly, or like we're still fighting for our rights as women. Like, let's be honest, they were taken from us. The same way women have been oppressed, just like African Americans have been oppressed. So yeah, and also like to touch again on reincarnation. Do your research, because if you look back on Egyptian culture and Isis and Osiris and the Black Madonna, okay, like there have been reincarnations of the same people over and over and over again throughout history. Think about Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve ate the apple, or if you want to get technical, the pomegranate, but that's another pomegranate. Not pomegranate, what the fuck? Anyways, that's another topic, and it's way too far beyond on the knowledge spectrum, and I'm not even going to get into that. But they ate the apple, right? And where did that apple come from? The tree of knowledge. Oh, I almost poked myself in the eye. The tree of knowledge. Knowledge was literally taken from us. So that's why it is up to us to seek knowledge for ourselves, seek truth. God is truth, okay? Yeah, so women have been oppressed. So it makes sense that the Christian church views praying to Mary, or praying to Mary as an abomination because she's a woman. It's okay to idolize a man, right? It's okay to idolize and put Jesus on a pedestal. And I'm not knocking Jesus. I love Jesus. Jesus was a beautiful, holy servant of God, okay? He was the incarnation of God. And I was just reading an article where they were asking if Jesus was Mary's genetic twin because of how much they look alike. And because Mary was a virgin, how was he able to, have the X and the Y chromosome? Which is a good question. Like, I never thought about it like that. So it was literally the Holy Spirit that added in the other chromosome to be able to form an actual fetus, which I think is just absolutely amazing, So yeah. And like, even if you go back into like Egyptian culture, you'll see that, like, I believe it was Hathor, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, there's a moth. It was Hathor, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm correct. Hathor that was breastfeeding Osiris. And that goes back to what I was talking about reincarnation. Like, do your own research. Don't take my word for all of this stuff. Like, do your own research. But if you look and do the... Ooh! Hold on. Let me move from this spot because... the devil's a liar. I'm gonna get this message out. Fuck that shit. Yeah. Do your research, because if you look at like pictures and things in history where you literally see a woman breastfeeding a baby or holding a baby, and how similar it looks to the Mother Mary holding Jesus. Like, please do yourself the due diligence of finding out the truth. Like, don't you want to know the truth? Like, I hate to break it to you, baby, but babies here on my channel, I hate to break it to you, babies, but we have been lied to, okay? Like, I mean, like, lied to. Like, there's no question about it. And another thing that I wanted to point out, the reason why I brought up my personal experience with, like, my grandfather and stuff and how I was brought to God was a lot of us are so tainted by the people who are supposed to, like, be our examples, who are supposed to be, like, setting the example for us. We have been tainted by those who have been put in our lives because they don't know the truth. They've been lied to too. So it makes sense that we're all out here lost. So that's why people like me are coming to the forefront. All the light workers, okay, are coming to the forefront to bring about truth. And there are people who are running these platforms who are what do you call it, who are you know, because everything is scanned and processed and monitored all the time, and there are the people who are in charge of these platforms, they're filtering out certain people's videos that are speaking out on this shit and speaking about truth. So that's why eventually, I don't know if I'm going to do it with this one, I might, but on my videos, there's going to be a lot of no face, no case type of energy. And I'm going to be very specific on the titles that I put on here. That way my videos don't get banned, because they don't want us to know the truth. If we know the truth, then we know our power. If we know the truth, then they can't have control like they have control. And they're losing their grip and they are upset about it, okay? And I haven't really, like, gone too deep about all this stuff on my channel, but it's definitely coming, okay? This isn't just going to be a channel of personal readings or not personal readings. This isn't just going to be a YouTube channel about, you know, readings and stuff. This channel is going to be about real shit in real life. And not that my readings aren't real, they are, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot more that I want to do on this platform that involves a lot deeper shit, okay? Like Coconut Grove, and you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. Like, let me tell you some real shit. You know, the term conspiracy theorist was literally created by the 1% to be able to be used when people are calling the government and the 1% out on their bullshit. Okay, like Freemasons, the secret society, the so-called Illuminati. Illuminati is just all about illumination. It's not evil. They want you to think that holding up a pyramid or a triangle is evil, when really that's just a portal to connect with the higher beings. Let me tell you something. Angels, aliens, they are all just angelic, higher frequency beings, okay? Angels are aliens. It's all the same. Like, it's all connected. These beings are here. Every time you see alien in a movie, what is one thing that they say? I come in fucking peace, because you want to know why they're there, what they're doing, who they are, and they're always confirming and reassuring you that they come in peace. Because if they really wanted to hurt us, don't you think they would have did it by now? Do you think that the human race would even exist if the aliens or the extraterrestrials, if they were really gonna they're so much more educated, not even educated, but their consciousness is so much higher than ours, that if they wanted to destroy humankind, they would have did it a long time ago. They want to instill fear in people. That is the plan. That is the whole purpose of saying, oh, aliens, oh my God. Like, come on now. Pick sense out of nonsense. Wake the fuck up. Excuse my language, but it's getting to a point where there's going to be no cut cards here on my channel. Things are going to be very raw and real and to the point, and if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen, okay? point blank period. Let me think. I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm getting something else. So constellations, right? I'm switching from, okay, it's all good. I've got like bumps underneath my hair because I got my hair done. That's why I keep itching my head, because I'm just like, God, like these bumps, yo. They're irritated, like just from my hair being pulled so tightly. Okay, anyways, yeah, so there's constellations, as we know, in the sky, and we're told that, oh, astrology is evil. Oh, don't look into your zodiac sign. Like, let me tell you something. What did the three wise men do? So to continue the video from last night that I got interrupted on because I have too much storage, or not enough storage on my phone. What I was saying was the three wise men were astrologists, because, and like into astronomy and stuff, because they followed the stars to get to Jesus. Like, so just have discernment on your spiritual journey and be able to pick sense out of nonsense. Like, the Bible literally needs to be decoded by us, because there's a lot of lies and there's a lot of truth, and it's up to us to figure out which is what and what is which. Okay. Yeah, so don't shy away from doing your zodiac, finding out what your zodiac signs are. Okay, it's very important to understand what your sun, moon, rising is. It's important to know your whole chart, because you just get to understand yourself better and like why you are the way that you are. And I just think it's so beautiful. And another thing is I think it's so cool how what goes on up there happens down here. So depending on what the moon is in on a given day, we're affected by that. So if the moon is in Leo, whether it's a full moon or not, like if the moon is in Leo, everybody's going to be more and like a lion and like fierce. And if the moon's in Pisces, we're going to be all calm and peaceful and serene, and maybe a little bit of confused and illusions and things like that, because Pisces rules illusions, you know, the imagination. And then if it's in, what's another side? Oh, excuse me. If it's in Cancer, we'll all be very nurturing, and then depending on what your opposite sign is, like for me, my opposite is Virgo, which is also my parallel sign. So like that's like my match. So if the moon is in Virgo, I'm gonna possess traits at that time of a Virgo. Same with vice versa. So it's really good to understand who you are, why you are the way that you are. And also other key points that are very important to know is what your north node is in, what your midheaven is in. And I can even put some links in my bio to this guy, ASTRO FINESSE, on YouTube that I watch. And he helped me out a lot to understand more about myself. And the way to find out like your north node and things like that is to go on Google and type in north node calculator, and all of this is for free. You can even type in on Google what your birth chart is, and you can literally see like what your birth chart looks like on the spectrum. I have a grand trine in my my chart, and personally for me, my Venus, which rules love and stuff like that, is in Aries. So I'm very demanding and forthright and bold when it comes to how I love. My moon is in Scorpio. My sun is Pisces, which if you see my channel, you know that I'm a Pisces. And my rising is Sagittarius. So I'm double water and fire. So I'm very sensitive, extremely sensitive, and that actually makes my abilities that much more potent and strong because of my sensitivity. Being sensitive is a gift. So for all my sensitive people out there, realize that being sensitive is a gift, okay? Being an empath and being able to feel others' emotions is a gift. It's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't make you weird. And if you want to consider yourself as weird, it's a good weird, okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise, because I know for me personally in my relationship for the longest time, and even still, my partner would like make it seem like being sensitive or emotional was a bad thing because he lacks empathy, because it's foreign to him. So it's all also based on how we were raised. I was raised with a lot of affection and constantly being reassured, and my mom always told me she loved me, and it was just a lot of love, a lot of affection. And he wasn't raised like that. He was raised the total opposite. So yeah, just know that if you're sensitive and you're an empath, that just means that you're special and you're gifted, and you embrace those gifts and those parts of yourself, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and continue the rest of my video from last night, because the devil is a liar. The video was interrupted, but I got back on here and did the damn thing. So yes, sending love and light to all of you. I hope you have a blessed day and night, whatever time you're watching this, and stay tuned for more episodes.